Hi Sagittarius, it's Power and Light Tarot coming at you with the reading. Today we have another phenomenal tarot reading. We hope you guys are well. And Sagittarius, in the reading, the fantasy card is next to the ghost, right? So it looks like somebody can't get over your memories and they are fantasizing all about you. Yeah, the ghost is, it can be haunting memories, right? I mean, sometimes it's somebody ghosting you, but it's, that's a possibility here. But what I see here is mostly very beautiful. There is something happy and something sad in this reading, but the sad is to it's to move on from that. And I feel like somebody has, or is, or, yeah. And we have the pleasure seekers. We have Fortuna, which is good luck. This is a very what is it? Card that is it's kind of like the Wheel of Fortune, right? So there she is with her fortune, right? And so, and she's blindfolded though, so it's possible it came to her overnight. It's possible, but she's there. She's standing on this kind of wheel here. She's kind of like the dancer too, but she's standing on this kind of, like she's, juggling or balancing herself here, but she's holding all this money, and it's coming out of this kind of horn of plenty, right? And so it's interesting because she can see a little bit, but this is definitely about good luck. It is. I also feel like maybe somebody had to feel their way here, right? Well, you could be saying, well, that's what we're supposed to do, right? We're not supposed to just look at something very logically, at least when you are spiritual, right? Of course, you're trusting your feelings and your intuition. So that could definitely be what's going on in this reading. But before we begin, Sagittarius, if you'd like your own psychic reading, you may get one. Yeah, and they're accurate. I'm a Silva grad. And we do a tarot spread at the end. So they're really a lot of fun. And then you find out with the additional tarot spread, a little more. But it's different, right? It's different insight. So that's the one I always recommend. And if you'd like a tarot reading into itself, you can get that. The Mystic Sense has a free 5-minute psychic reading. It's free, and it is everything's in the description box. Let's begin. Now, you guys know that we just had the eclipse Sunday night here in the States, right? And like early morning in the States, right, for Monday. But we're in the Libra eclipse, and this definitely is and the Libra is in the South Node is. Not the Libra, but Libra is in the South Node right now, or the North Node is in Libra. So we're moving away from partnerships that don't really work for us. It's really what it's about. It can be seeking peace and balance. It definitely could be harmony, right? If it is not regarding a relationship. But Libra is the 7th house of partnerships, and then also we have Aries, and we're coming into the Aries solar eclipse, which is a new moon. So it's going to be really interesting, right? It definitely is. And Aries is about the self. So, and we are moving toward that with the North Node. So we're leaving behind relationships for some of us that don't work, or there's not. It can any relationship, business. They don't have the harmony and the balance, maybe the peace that we desire. And so, some of us will decide to be on our own. That could be happening in this reading as well. This is my point. We have Fortuna and we have size, right? And no, not size 7, Sagittarius, or 9 or 11 or whatever, 13, whatever size you wear. Maybe it's a 1, right? Excuse me. I know I can't probably get my foot into a 1, right? And so, but with Fortuna, she's very happy. This is good luck. It could be an event, right? And we have size. This is somebody's, could be an event too, but she's very sad. And she is breathing kind of deeply without crying. That's what sighing is, basically. She has some type of a card in her hand. Yeah, she's very sad. You can see the face. And she threw the rose on the ground like, I don't want this love, right? Or somebody doesn't want me. And she's holding the card. It honestly looks like a cup it looks like a giant cup. It kind of does, kind of like the Ace of Cups maybe, but that's not terribly important. But this is about good luck over here, maybe a very favorable event, happiness. Definitely, she's happy, and this can definitely be somebody who's very sad because something maybe has ended. We have the Pleasure Seekers card, and you could be saying, "Whoa," right? But The pleasure seekers are these three guys who really want to live and enjoy themselves. You know, they could be on spring break or whatever, but they're good guys. They definitely are, you can tell. And they're out singing, like in the street, right? And, you know, that's fine, definitely. I'd love to see more of that, right? But they're singing in the street, and because they feel like they're definitely seeking pleasure, but they feel like they are finally living. And so this over here looks like somebody's sad, somebody's happy, they're sad, and this pleasure seeking is somebody who seeks happiness. And somebody here could be sad at their seeking, at the other person seeking happiness. It definitely could be, right? It could be in this reading for sure. The fish are reversed, and this is always about something favorable in the upright, right? This is the King of Pentacles, if we want to get kind of, you know, if we want to kind of compare cards, elements. It is somebody who has money, typically, because the fish they can be about money. This is about something that's very favorable, and this is this is a 7 reduced, so this is somebody who really kind of figured out what they want, right? This is contemplation. The 7s are all like, and here's another 7, interesting, reversed with the owls, right? Yeah. And so the owls are about wisdom and communication. This is reversed. It looks like for me that somebody's seeking something that is, or somebody was somewhere possibly where it was not favorable for them. Yeah. And where their decisions were not based on wisdom. There weren't wise decisions because, as I said, this is the 7 of Pentacles, as it's a 7. And the 7 of Pentacles are like, I'm looking at my money bush. It can be just, I wonder what's going to happen. It can be a card of investment, like, oh, well, this investment wasn't very good, especially with this reversed. And it's also a number 3, which can talk about collaborations. 3s can be collaborations in a sense, definitely, right? Excuse me. We also have Sagittarius, the clovers, and here they are. And excuse me a second. And these clovers, they grow overnight. They do, right? Kind of like mushrooms do. And there's something that's probably growing overnight here. It can be good luck as well, right? The clovers, right? The 4-leaf clover, at least when we were kids it was. I mean, today it might be, you know, maybe, I don't know, maybe it's a weed to you, possibly. These look like dandelions. I didn't know that they had dandelions, but I could be wrong on that, right? And this is also interesting. This is the 6 of Pentacles, and this talks about, it can talk about good luck to have something like a relationship that is give and take, right? That is, you know, or is it a 9 of diamonds? Let me see here. No, it's a 6 of diamonds. Yeah, it is. And then this one is a 7. Yeah, because it's reversed, right? Yeah. And so, you know, and so this can be somebody who really wants something like a give and take relationship with you. I'm pretty sure they do. And I feel like this person has been fantasizing about you and maybe looking at your pictures. The ghost is past memories. It is, right? And we have Audra Lord here, and she was a very angry woman. And so maybe this person's not mad at you anymore. I mean, possible. This Justice card reversed, maybe it talks about somebody's kind of legal matters. It could. But, you know, she was angry that, I don't know, in her heart, people were taking advantage of her. And I think she was, you know, using kind of, I don't know if it was black magic or not, but I know she was very, very angry. And here she is, you know, beheading this small animal that I've never seen in my life. But hey, you know, and so here's the victim over here, kind of floating and dead. Here are the hands in the water. And so she was really mad, and she got this horrible, this knife here. But it could be that something was sacrificed, right? Because that's what she's doing there, right? So something has probably been sacrificed. It could be a relationship. Somebody could have had their relationship sacked, right? It's like in Spanish. It's kind of not nice for me to say it that way exactly, but It's interesting, like in Spanish, they will say sácalo, like get rid of it, take it out, push it out, or pull it out, something like that, right? So somebody could have been sacrificed here. They could have been, and but there is a sacrifice in this reading. There is, and it is to gain pleasure and joy in for somebody in their life. And this may be your person. I feel like it is, Sagittarius, but you guys will know, right? The difference, or who's who, right? So let's use these cards today, and we'll use the little pirates because, you know, I don't think there's a pirate in here, but I just, for some reason, these remind me of pirates. Yeah. So, hey, what's a girl to do, right? He could be saying, what? Let's see what we have here. I have my own names for everything, right? So let's see what we got, you guys. And, yeah, these are cool cards. I feel like they are. These are the, what do they call these cards? The spellcasters? I feel like they do. Let's see what we got. And, you know, with the eclipse, as I was saying, there's going to be a lot of changes here. And this reading is about change. It definitely is. And it's also possible this person was just sad when you maybe left them, but it's possible here. But there's something else is going on in this reading. Yeah, something else, and especially with Audra Lord over here, right? Yeah. Let's see what we have for you guys, Sagittarius. Let's see what we got, please. Show me what Sagittarius needs to know. And let's go ahead and get one of these shuffles. So they're just like, show me what Sagittarius needs to know. Yeah. I don't really like to bend the cards, but that's okay. It is what it is. Sagittarius needs to know, please. And I feel like that's good because these shuffle really well. Like, very, like, yeah. And, yeah, you have news coming, Sagittarius. And that's why here I feel like this is here. The owls. And, you know, it being reversed, I feel like you have news coming, and maybe somebody's a little afraid, possibly. Sometimes when these cards are reversed, it's just because there's fear, right? It's not in the full strength of the card, kind of, so it comes out reversed. And maybe somebody did something unfavorable to you here. It is definitely possible. But this card, too, this is so much change with the overnight growth of the clovers. And it is good luck, right? So let's see what we have, Sagittarius. And we start with the 9 of Wands, and that is reversed. OMG here. Right? Okay, yeah, it definitely is. And now we have the Knight of Cups reversed, the 3 of Wands reversed, and we have the Ace of Pentacles in the past. All these reversals here, I find this to be highly interesting. And the 9 of Wands, you guys, is somebody who's protecting something. Right? But they are, you know, they're kind of, they're a little bit scared, kind of. But I feel like the real kind of, the gist or the main meaning is this: I'm going to protect something and I'll be resilient, right? It's usually the wounded warrior. Right here they have, you know, a woman, and she doesn't have a bandage, but you can tell she's been beat up because because of her, you know, her demeanor, right? It's kind of crazy here, but it's reversed. Somebody's not protecting something here anymore. And we have the Tower. We have the Temperance card, Ace of Wands. Okay, so let's move this camera back here. And I pulled the Tower. It was really interesting because it was like right there. It was really kind of strange. Okay, it's supposed to come out. It is. Okay, especially when you're doing kind of a feely type of thing. This is a feely thing, right? Very intuitive and kind of feeling. So that Tower was there for a reason. Yes, it was. And somebody no longer protects something. The Knight of Cups reversed. They're no longer protecting love. They may be afraid with the owls above it. Like, I'm afraid to come and communicate. But not all the way. I don't think so. Like, enough to stop somebody. I doubt it. I doubt that here. The 3 of Wands is right here. She's releasing these birds. And they are, this one looks like an owl over here. That's really interesting. Maybe they are owls. But she's releasing the birds like for a new beginning. It's possible she's releasing them for communication. But I feel like it's more like a new beginning. Yeah, I do. And the future, because that's what the 3 of Wands is. She could be telling them go and communicate something. It's possible. because birds are, about communication. And so, yeah, and in this reading, the Tower and the Ace of Wands could be speaking about an ending and a brand new beginning, and something just falls apart because possibly here, Sagittarius, somebody can't live without you. All right, they like really missed you. And let's move this here. And let's get a card. Let's get a couple cards. Why is that Knight of Cups reversed? Two of Cups just flew out here. We'll take one more card with it. We have the because, 4 cards coming out. King of Swords. So a decision was already made here. And, I pretty much said earlier that somebody here has really, like, figured out what they want. Because we have 2 7s, 34, and 7 here. And they figured out they were in either contemplation, reflection. It's the same, pretty much. And they made this decision, the King of Swords. So here's the 2 of Cups. And this is what I mean. This is like this here. This is kind of like there could be 2 women here. Fortuna. It doesn't have to be. It could be 2 men. There might not be 2 people at all. But there is something that comes to an end in this reading. But 1 woman here, 1 woman here. And then the Pleasure Seeker's card. And one's happy and one's sad. Like one's getting their Wheel of Fortune kind of, and their good luck and all this abundance, because she's holding all the money that is kind of, coming out of the horn of plenty. Yeah, it's like coming out. And so here we have somebody's no longer protecting something. They decided that they want this with you, 2 of Cups, that you're everything. But something else here, and the Knight of Cups is in the challenge. They could be afraid to tell you this. You might have been part of a third party for some of you. And, interesting thing, today I was on the phone and, talking to somebody, but a third party can be anything. It could be alcoholism. Anything that is really affecting a situation, right? Yeah, and adversely, of course. And the 3 of Wands reversed. Let's get a card. Why is that there? Why is that there? And she releases the birds for the future. The Knight of the Queen, of Pentacles. And she shows up with the Knight of Swords reversed. Yeah, something's been cut out here. This is like not really, this Knight of Swords reversed. It's either something was cut out and, already, or this person is maybe, somebody could have like really had to cut somebody out, maybe in a major way. Like maybe forceful, like, no, I don't want to be here anymore, because this size card SIGHS is, she's been left by somebody in that card, right? Ace of Pentacles shows up in the past, and it is clarified with the Page of Wands. This is a brand new path, and this same page wanted to come out in the pre-shuffle. Yeah, it did. It was, in the cut, or cutting of the deck. So this is a brand new path. I also feel like this person is going to communicate with you like at any time, something like that. Yeah, it's almost like at any time. And the Tower, here it is, and these people are being pushed, this man's making them leave. And the Tower broke because of the lightning, and so the Tower's broken, and they're falling out here, and he's like poking them, this guy at the bottom. It's like, it's almost, this is a forced ending for sure, right? First they're forced out here at the top, and here they are at the bottom trying to climb out here, and he has like a spear that he's trying to poke them with. So this is a forced ending or a forced leaving of something. Yeah, it definitely is the Tower, and that is the mindset here. Somebody might have went through a hard breakup in this reading. It is definitely possible. 9 of Pentacles, maybe to be self-sufficient and single over here. Definitely could be. There is a forced ending here. We have the 9 here. There's another 9 here. Where's that 9 at? 9 of Wands. 9s are completions. Of course, 10s are too, but they still are. Yeah. Temperance is here. She always looks like she has a milk bottle, like from, I don't know, 70s whenever they used to deliver the milk to your house in bottles. They did. Fresh milk, yeah. And so You know, she has the caduceus here on her arm, which is about health. And so temperance is really about mental health for me, or emotional health, or balance. And yeah, for me, it really is. Because she's trying to, you know, create balance, you know, blending these in moderation. It's about mastering yourself. That's really what it is spiritually. Because she's still an angel. She's got these, you know, angel wings on her head, right? On her hat. But this may be you here, Sagittarius. It's interesting how temperance is a number 14, and all fives are difficult change. It's almost like somebody like kind of have mastered themselves here. Yeah, and maybe it wasn't that easy to do. It could have been a forced mastery, right? Well, the tower just fell. I need to grow up and do the right thing here for myself. Yeah, let's see what else we have with that. We have the Justice card. Yeah, a decision's been made about you. We already see this, Sagittarius, with the King of Swords. And we see justice in this reading. Because we see like a give and take. Where's that other card at? Some other card here. Oh, justice, right here with Audre Lorde. Except Audre Lorde is like, you know, very angry. It's in the reverse, which I find to be kind of interesting, but it is about a sacrifice. I feel like in this reading, a sacrifice was already made, and that's why she's in the reverse. And so there is wisdom in this reading, because the owls always talk about some type of wisdom. Temperance is self-mastery, basically, right? Where, you know, it is. And so we have the Ace of Wands, Sagittarius. That's a beautiful, I love this card. It's beautiful, right? And we have the Page of Pentacles. And so this sits in the concerning message, right? Which doesn't have to be a worry, right? Just because we say concern. It can just be like, well, that's important, right? It doesn't have to be like, oh, shoot. But this is the concern here is a new start, however you cut it. Page of Pentacles, all the pages can be starts, but this is the communication that this person wants a passionate new opportunity with you. And maybe you're with them and you guys are going to have a full on. That could be happening in this reading. Yeah, it could be, definitely, right? Okay, so let's see what else we have. And this is also the concern to offer you something very valuable. This is like, I want something very valuable, but that's passionate as well. OMG. This person's coming to offer you something valuable. That's what they're doing here. And to tell you about this for sure as well. And Four of Wands. And these two women are, they have some type of a pact because their hands are together. And, you know, this can be about marriage. It can. The two birds are above. And their hands are packed, you know, like with these two ribbons. And it's like they're a couple. And Six of Cups. And this is here in the environment. So we see this, and then we know here that you're gonna either marry this person or at the very least celebrate. But this is an agreement in this reading. And they're both happy. I beg your pardon, you guys, for that. But fours are also, you know, this is the Four of Wands. And fours are about foundations and security, right? Yeah, every four is. And so because it's the fourth house of Cancer, or Cancer rules the fourth house. It's his family and, you know, structure, but it's about foundation, and that's what the fours are about, foundation. Family is supposed to provide foundation. So the Four of Wands it's about stability, and here it is with the Six of Cups. This is probably somebody from your past, and this is what this person is coming to tell you right here. I want something stable with you. I want to offer you something stable. And they knew this in the past because the Ace of Pentacles sits with the Page of Wands. This person had a change of direction. That's what the Page of Wands is. That's the bigger news on that one. Yeah, breaking news over here at Power and Light, right? But that Page of Wands is like the pages are messages, but this Page of Wands is about a new direction because it's a new start, and these are wands, new movement. Somebody's out of somewhere, and that doesn't sound romantic or nice, right? I'm out of here. I mean, that's how it looks here. And, you know, maybe they felt it was never a wise decision in the first place because the owls are reversed. And so are the fish. This is like, this wasn't a wise Maybe investment, because you do invest in your partner. Yeah, you do. I mean, if you're there, if it's a serious relationship, definitely it's an investment. And but I feel like somebody thought, I'm not, like, Nine of Wands reversed, I'm not protecting this anymore. It's not for me. It's not good for me. And the Three of Wands is about the future, and reversed is like an ending. Knight of Swords is with it. Somebody got cut out here, for some of you guys, and we have the sighs, Sighs, and this is that sad lady, very sad. So we have the Ten of Wands, and he's holding all these wands, right? And he could hardly walk, and here's the wagon over here, and you're just thinking to yourself, okay, well, why aren't you using the wagon, right? Wake up, right? Yeah. And so the Ten of Wands is the desire. This is to put this down and, like, use the wagon, right? And here's the Crow next to the wagon, like, this is a smart idea because they're smart. Yeah. And now we have the Nine of Swords. This is somebody who, like, wants to drop a burden with you for some, or drop their own burden, and they're not sure. Kind of, it looks like they're worried here. Nine of Swords. That could be you, Sagittarius. But if it is this other person, they're worried here that they're not so sure this might be the smartest move. Because that guy would be putting those wands in the wagon. Here it is, right? Yeah, and it's empty, right? It's, it says big dummy on the top of this card. No, it doesn't. Just kidding. And so let's get another card on the hopes and desires. And we have the Four of Cups reversed. Yeah, so this was a missed opportunity. And this talks about, I hope that I'm going to have this missed opportunity now. And so somebody's getting let go here, I'm pretty sure. And this could be like, I really had to drop a burden with somebody. Like, to drop somebody here. Yeah, and it was difficult, but maybe it is the smartest thing. There's something about difficulty and the smartest kind of way to go here, right? Yeah, with that card. This is a trip here. This person, maybe you feel, Sagittarius, that this might be a missed opportunity for you again, possibly, right? The moon sits in the outcome here, and here are these dogs, and they were doing this the other night. Ow, right? They were howling. He looks more like a wolf, and then this is just a dog. You can tell the difference, right? The dog's short, a little dachshund, I think, dachshund or whatever. And then we have the Chariot. So in the outcome, this person here, somebody went through a lot of, somebody's going through a lot of, like, work and hassle to have you. And maybe this is you, right? But definitely that's what this reading's about. The moon is here, with the Chariot. This is like, I wonder if I'm going to have a victory. I'm a little afraid. I'm feeling so emotional because the moon makes you feel emotional. That's why the dog is howling. The moon is raining. The moon doesn't really rain, right? R-A-I-N. Water coming down, right? No. And so, yeah. So yeah, and the lobster's getting out of the water. The lobster can't live for long periods of time without the water, but he's being stressed out. That's what the moon is here. Yeah, it's about hidden things, and it can be secrets, intuition, but it's mostly about your feelings, because that is the fourth house, right? Your moon is what makes you feel safe. It's about your feelings. So here, somebody's feelings are kind of a roller coaster. And here's a Chariot card with it. Oh my God, like really emotionally kind of, oh shoot, I don't know if I'm going to have a victory. This person's coming right away. That's why this is like happening for some people. Like, this is current. This isn't like 6 months away. I know it's not. So yeah, and so we're going to end this reading, guys. If you want to get your chart done, yeah, and I'm offering a little bit better price on it because I can go ahead and read the charts to you guys, and you can take notes or record it, because for me typing it all up, I mean, I send you a copy of it, of course, with your, your sun, your moon, your rising, and things like that, and for sure. But for me to type it all out takes longer. So, I have a better price on it. That's what I'm saying. Everybody should have their chart. Yeah, in the whole wide world, right? Yeah. We're going to end this reading, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me, and please remember to like, share, and subscribe.